Hi everybody, and welcome to this video on Educreations. This is an app that allows you to record your voice and your drawings and images into a screencast or a movie. And we're just going to ignore that Educreations is not really a word. My pet peeve. Alright, you see that the one that I'm moving around with the little triangle, labeled triangle, that is the icon for Educreations. And when you press on it, it will ask you first of all to sign in. Now I'm not going to go over any of the how to create an account or create kids accounts or anything like that. Today I'm just going to show you how to use the app and why you would use it in your classroom. When you're ready to, I would talk with your Tectosa and set up those accounts to start with. So once you've logged in, you'll see this screen, and as you can see there are tools up the top here. You can change the color of your text. The text tool is very helpful when you're creating titles. So it says tap anywhere to add text. So let's say I was making a video on adding fractions. You can just type that in. Oops. And then if I want to change the color, I first have to hold down and select the text to change the color. And then I could change it in this left-hand side here. You can also make the text smaller or larger. And once you have that, if you want to move that text around, you just click on it and hold, and then you have the chance to move it around. So I'd encourage whenever a kid makes a video or you make a video, the first screen is going to be the title of that video. Okay, so let's look at the bottom half of the screen. On the very bottom of the screen, you'll see that there's a button that allows you to choose a background. So if you're teaching a math concept, you might want to choose a coordinated grid or graph paper. If you're doing a lesson in writing, you might want to use line paper. I'm just going to use the white paper for now. There might be opportunities where you want to copy what's ever on a page when you create a new page, so that option is available here. And in the bottom right-hand corner is a right-hand arrow. And when you click that, you're going to make another page. I didn't delete anything. As you can see, I'm on page 2 of 2. If I hit the left arrow, I'm back to page 1 of 2. So if I'm doing math concepts, adding fractions, it might just be easiest to draw out my math fractions first. Now those of you who've used Show Me, it's very similar, only here's where you can kind of set up your storyboard beforehand before you start to record, so it's a little easier on kids. So if I move back to my title page, I can record what I want to say on this page. Hi everybody, I'm going to talk about added fractions. That was my kid voice. And then I move to the next page and I would walk people through how to add a fraction. Well, as you remember, this is the numerator, and you always add those, but not the denominator. Okay, so let's pretend that that kid is finished with that video. If you're doing history concepts, I think it's a great idea to explain, what were the reasons that Lewis and Clark went on their mission. You can also add pictures. If kids aren't confident with drawing and so forth, you could add them, either to have them take pictures in the textbook and upload those, or you could also go onto the web and get photographs from the web. So now that I'm done with this movie, I'm going to save the lesson. Again, I'm already signed in, and I would just type in a title for it. Click Next. And then depending on what kind of account you're set up in, you either make it public or private or just for your students. Not a lot of people are going to be searching for your name or your particular concept that you're teaching. So it's okay if you put yours as public, but for kids we probably want to do private or just say my students. Or for you, if you just want to keep it private, you would say my students. And then I click Save, and that goes into the lessons that I've created. Now, if you want to share this, if you want to have kids share it, there's a way that you can do it that's pretty easy. You just click on the video you want to share. Hi everybody, I'm going to talk about. I'm going to pause that. And up in the right hand corner you can see you can post it to Facebook or Twitter or email it to yourself. Or if you press on that paperclip up in the right hand corner, you're going to see either it says copy lesson link, or it might even say copy embed code. Today I'm just going to show you how to copy the lesson link. So when I copy lesson link, all I need to do is then go to Schoology, and let's just pretend I'm in Schoology and I'm pasting that URL. When kids go to that URL, it'll prompt them to say, watch this on the iPad, and you just click on that, and that will take them right to the lesson that you asked them to go to. And it might take a while to load and start playing. Hey everybody, I'm going to talk about. So that's how you create an Educreations. Lots of uses. Check out the accompanying handout that talks a little bit more about how you can use it in your classroom. Thanks.